Oh yeah, also one other thing to add on to my thoughts about why I just like GT more in general is also just better characterization of characters in general. Like, Vegeta actually does feel like a proper continuation of End of Z Vegeta, where he actually did kind of bury the hatchet with Goku a little bit, and is willing to be more so just friendly rivals rather than more so just bitter rivals. So that's really cool, as opposed to, you know, the start of Res F, where all of a sudden they're actually like literally at each other's throats again. So, you know, I prefer that. I prefer consistency and actual character growth. Okay. Anyway, hello General Rildo. This is not his cool design. His cool design is actually his base form, funny enough. And I guess also maybe he's fully naked. I don't know. That's kind of more weird than anything else. So, General Rildo is kind of like the entire planet. That might sound really weird, but basically a whole crux of his Planet M2 is that it's literally made, it's cast almost entirely in pure metal. And what that basically translates to is the fact that General Rildo is able to control the metal at will. So in effect, he basically is the planet. And that actually eventually does Goku in, and he gets cast into carbonite, more or less. It's very silly. There's a lot more than a few Star Wars references in the show. Please do a thing. Nope. Alright, so there's ways that you cheese him that I did not expect to cross up. Okay. Also, I must say, unfortunately, the brief scuffle he had with Gohan in the Super 17 arc actually was also kind of cool, not gonna lie. Gohan having to deal with adversity in GT? Oh my god. I too am equally as surprised as you guys are. Unfortunately, the dive drill, not dive kick, dive drill. An important distinction. Ow. Anyway, let's see what this does. Nope, okay, it's not doing the chains. Alright, sorry for the distraction, guys. I was a little confused about what was happening in the background. Alright, so... And I already lost Pan. Yay! I love not getting invincibility frames, so as a result, you just get kind of annihilated by basic combos. This is one of the reasons why I think this game should really have given you a guard button. Because of the shit like this. Oh, I guess you could dash up and down too. Alright, yeah, no, you actually can dupe him pretty hard. I gotta respect the hell out of him every time now because I'm losing characters. Alright, there we go. Luckily, wherever it seems like wherever he does a fist move, he's actually gonna pop up immediately thereafter. So that's probably a good way to punish outright. I would certainly hope we did beat him. Yep. Quote Super Saiyans. Okay, that's cute. And yeah, as a result, it was less so a process of overpowering him, more so like just a process, a matter of inevitability. The legendary Super Saiyans. Usual joke, which ones? Becoming robot mutants like me. What is that? Oh, I completely forgot about that term that was being tossed around. Robot mutants. What is that? Mutant implies it's altered somehow, like organically, but the robot part kind of counteracts that. It's probably more so. I'm convinced it's a play on Android. Like it definitely is. More so like the robotic side, but still, yeah, it's very goofy. I guess also just when you consider Mew in general, yeah, it's literally just Dr. Gero again. But that's not really a bad thing. It's just funny. Oh yeah, so the big reveal. Literally the entirety of, oh, the male version of me was a fake. Right. So it was a whole ploy in order to actually get closer to Dr. Gero, I was about to say it. Dr. Mew in order to find Baby and deactivate him. Now, I'm kind of curious how Trunks learned about Baby in the first place? Probably from some hacking somewhere. And there's suspended in animation Baby. This thing turns into the biggest pain in the ass later on, as you will definitely be seeing. I say that, but genuinely, I do. Baby is still like one of the coolest villains to come out of, I'll say it, the entire show period. Like, just straight up. It turns Dragon Ball into a horror movie. It's awesome. Giru told me about it. Oh, really? Huh. Even among robots, rumors spread like wildfire. Oh, well, I guess that's some explanation, I guess. So yeah, it was literally just all a ploy in order to get closer to the Dr. Mew, which requires a lot of things to have gone right. But suddenly, baby stirred back to life. Do we get a flash over of the eyes? Nah, we don't. Genuinely, when you see baby's eyes flash back to life, that was pretty startling. Trunks having those self flashbacks again. Actually, wait, now look at baby. He basically is just selling the tank, isn't he? Not minding this. Well, at least baby did manage to survive this one as opposed to Cell. Haha, take that, bitch. I don't know. Well, you say that you succeeded, but really, I don't think much has been done. I mean, it's cool we managed to pull it off, but it's still kind of funny we did this whole side trip in order to pull that off. Okay. Yeah, and we lost Pan again. Well, yeah, the fucking... Maybe I'm just not playing some of this right, but it's whatever. Can I actually access Rudy's now? I cannot do so. Game? What are you doing? Game, you're being very fucking goofy right now. Hang on. Alright, let me see. What is like... Oh, up forward, not just up. Weird, but okay. Well, at least we got Planet M2 out of the way. That was needed to that did need to happen regardless. Now this planet, however, is a little more generic. I don't think this had really like a little explanation anyway. Wow, jab range, okay. Yeah, now it's just a generic planet. Although there is something here that does actually make Pan completely fucking busted. You wouldn't think so, but more so than usual, yeah. Anyway, yeah, red bug people. Okay. I mean, you could probably interpret crabs in these things. I get more so like almost like mantis things, but I guess crabs and crustaceans aren't as a real possibility in general. Okay, go. Let's stop dying with you, please. The music kind of fucks though, not gonna lie. I actually was meaning to mention this before. So there is an amount of Menza music taken from the original anime, a bit crunched down to the Game Boy Advance sound chip, which, you know, again, it's kind of par for the course for Webquit, and I do respect that because it also lets me have copyright-free Bruce Walker music I actually play. Yay! But some of the music here actually does go pretty hard. I don't think is actually from the original. Funny enough, this one I almost want to say I recognize it, but I think I'd be lying if I directly said that. I guess also, let me just... Right, maybe I should actually begin to talk about that since it was a very funny thing to discover. So, I'm not sure what the interns at Crunchyroll were doing when they did this. So, recently, Dragon Ball GT, I think original Dragon Ball 2 came to Crunchyroll. Now, a very funny thing was going on while I was trying to watch the first 6 episodes of the show. So, episode 1, Menza score. Okay, I wasn't expecting Menza to be back, given, you're not really going to see a lot of Americanized soundtracks for the past Dragon Ball shows in general on streaming services anyway. Oh god, it lag. But then episode 2 switched to the Japanese score, which is not Kikuchi. It's actually a different guy, Tokinawa. And that happened. I'm like, wait, why did episode 2 just switch to him? Did they just not do this episode or something? So I was like, alright, we're gonna get this guy from now on. Okay, interesting. No, episode 3 then switched back to Menza. By the way, yeah, all this is available on Crunchyroll if you want to fact check me. It's the wildest shit ever. I'm not sure about to care about that. Also, the iconic theme song of this thing. Which iconic theme song? Are you talking about... Oh, Alex, you probably missed the intro then. Oh, you're talking about Crunchyroll. Well, don't expect everything to make it back, dude. Jeez. Invincible reversals, I guess, actually do get hits on. That's actually very good to know, actually. Holy shit. And again, Trunks is not... So, if you want to try to do it, you can actually max out a character's stats per, like... in a level, but like it takes a good amount of time. Come on. This is going great. It's going great. It's going great. All right, fuck off. What am I hitting? Well, I guess it's not. It's all for the better because the next section is going to be absolutely fucking neutered by Japan as it is. So we're hovering in the air, right? Now here's the funny thing. So when we're hovering in the air, this means that characters don't actually get knocked down whatsoever. Meaning they don't get access to invincibility frames while lying on the ground. Meaning that whenever Giru makes contact with someone, they're going to take a lot of damage. Like a comical amount of damage, actually. It's very fucking funny, actually, what you can do with this. Yeah, literally just like pop Giru, you just start floating around. You can do this to also bump up some Pan's levels too if you want to use it throughout the level. Again, Pan is like on paper the more high risk, high reward character, but the strength of her reversal move is so good that like it's more so just like optimal to just spam it really. I mean, even if the opponent like blocks it, what the fuck are they gonna do? Block punish you? It's a CPU on a Game Boy Advance. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Power up, which I think is your. Yeah, that's key charge speed. Okay. Which is even better for this. You can literally just sit here and just charge and just keep looping it. It's awesome. And time for this. Okay, so this is according to Delta Rot, like the best way to grind in the game for what was it? Oh yeah, to grind for key. Score. Now, this thing here is divided up into two sections. It's the main body and the tail. If you get rid of the tail, you are basically home free. Like, look at this. Nope, I'm not done with you yet, homie. All right. And now if you're, okay, let me just go ahead and illustrate this, I guess. As I fire key blasts at him, my score continues to rise. However, as you can see, he takes no damage. You can begin to surmise exactly what this does, given that, you know, score equates to Zenny are reward at the end of the level. Yeah, you can kind of just sit here and just like spam floors at him all day, and you'll just get like infinite amounts of Zenny basically. Now that being said, we're not going to do that because that takes for fucking ever. I guess you can also do it up close too. I thought he had an up close move. I guess I'm wrong here. Yeah, how about that? Oh, he's got moves. I think. Where's the hurt box? Game. Where's this thing's hurt box? Well, I guess it's probably up at the top, maybe? I don't know. My enthusiasm about playing GT Transformation has been kind of dwindling a little bit. I don't want it to be the case, but it is kind of turning out to be the case. And he's holding block. Damn it. Yeah, you're gonna get a good bump of in stats regardless for this mission. Hilarious, but also a little bleak. Now, I swore you could also like get behind this guy or something. I just love the weak little poke that actually does a good amount of damage to you. Alright, maybe we can bait moves out of him then. So I'm pretty sure, I want to say the level doesn't end with this thing. Alright, it's not that far up. Hang on. Okay, yeah, he's holding guard. Alright, so there's definitely a way to do this more efficiently, I'm pretty sure. Maybe just fire. Not even blocks unregistered. Awesome. Alright. There's definitely an easier way to do this. Hang on. Oh yeah, I see. So he's still kind of like in a actual block state. Until maybe he starts attacking it. God fucking damn it. The tail came back too. I did not realize that could happen, although this is very funny to look at. Oh, actually, that works perfectly. I just want to see if the tail actually can reach behind him, though. Because if that can happen, that's going to be very unfortunate. Although it doesn't look like it. This might actually be optimal. I love technology sometimes. Oh, it's not. Audio's coming a little bit hot. Damn. Okay. Well, that's it for that. Woo. I guess I should be a little bit glad. Looking at the OBS playback for this game, it does look like the pixels aren't as pronounced and are a little more rounded on the actual recording, but I guess I'll see during the actual editing process for this game. By the way, yes, don't expect to see this game until after GNT Special is done at least, so I'm gonna give myself a little bit of buffer room for this. Oh boy, okay, so 2 more planets have opened up. I do like the sense of non-linearity, but it's ultimately an illusion of a choice because you can't progress until you get both of them done. So we have 2 choices, Planet Tiger and Deserted Starship. Deserted Starship might very well be the actual hardest level in the game. I think you could definitely make an argument for this. I'm very glad I've actually been practicing the game a little bit and actually did manage to just casually beat it recently. So another Dragon Ball is detected, this time on a fucking fleet ship that's falling into a star, which I must say is probably one of the darkest and most metal setups for a Dragon Ball setup I've ever seen. Like, this is actually really fucking cool. Like, the sense of urgency, like the danger, it's so cool. That being said, I wonder what would happen if the Dragon Ball did fall into a star. In theory, I don't think it'd be destroyed. I don't know. Anyway, so we got some things to contend with. First of all, these new spaceships that fly around. Very, very, very bad. Alright, also, I think switching back to Pan here would be the optimal strat, considering what we already know about flowing levels as it is. However, the danger here is that these lasers that is shot by these enemies does an insane amount of damage. Look at that. I mean, that one combo, so I'm not gonna qualify that one as much, but like, that was not comfortable to be hit by. There we go. Anyway, it's a good mention about the soundtrack again before I completely spaced on it, because go figure. I do like how much the overall music does actually kind of remind me of like Metroid Zero Mission. I'm not sure if anyone else is getting those vibes, but it definitely has like that calm atmospheric like space music that just actually does kind of fit really well. It's really nice. This game do be bringing the atmosphere at times, and I do appreciate that. It also does kind of tell me that, yeah, not everything in this game is the Mensa score, because there's some good stuff in here. Maybe I should elaborate on that. So the reason I'm not a fan of the Mensa score in general, I mean, I'll imagine there's a lot of fans of Mike Mensa's score, if I'm being real here. First of all, respect to him. He does make some pretty good atmospheric pieces when he wants to, but my overall issue with the Mensa score is the fact that it's mostly the same song and like over and over again. He did do the music for what was it, Return of Cooler, which I thought that fit perfectly because, you know, it's on Namek. It's focused on like the mystery and like the hopelessness of like dealing with like mechanical cloned coolers. That fits perfectly with like the droning ambiance he usually does. But the issue is like his droning ambiance is brought on for literally an entire fucking anime. Now again, I want to stress, he does make some good stuff. His guitar riffs do have some good flair in them. But again, like, it's so droning. Like, it just kind of, not only does everything kind of blend together, but like it makes everything kind of feel lifeless almost. I'm not a music composer. Obviously maybe I shouldn't have, I don't have like a fully informed opinion, but I'm not sure if I don't think I'm the only one on that boat. Am I, guys? Like, despite some of the Falconer score sounding pretty tinish and grating because like Funimation wanted the score to always be on at all times because that's just the way I think cartoons were seen back in the day. Not anime, cartoons, because of the way they were trying to go about it. I mean, obviously it was different composers as it turns out, but the music he licensed and edited together was pretty good. Let me see if I can do this. Mensa, however, just like a lot of it just kind of really does blend together. Alright, let's just go ahead and spam this. Remember, the purple ones are all melee attacks. The gray ones are the ones that start, gray and red are the ones that start doing other shit to you. Oh yeah. Well, I guess, yeah, I should probably break up the center at some point in time. fuck neutral. All right, hang on. Yeah, we're gonna go back to Goku for the first one. Goku actually might be the MVP in general for this level because of his tinier size. He's gonna avoid a lot more enemy attacks. By the way, yes, don't worry. Once we get to the elevator, we are effectively like 60%. Oh my god, 60 to 70% of the way done with this level. So that's really cool. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Getting ganked by enemies and just getting stuck and hits them for like seconds at a time is just not what I would consider a good time, personally speaking. All right, tiny active pan, because this move completely wrecks these tinier bots. Good stuff. And then when we get to the next section, I'm definitely gonna need Trunks because he's got the most hit points right now. I think now is a section. Now is definitely the section. Now we got a bunch of these guys just flying around like recklessly. Remember, Trunks is generally your HP sponge. You want him to be the one taking these hits. You can also hit them out of the air too if you're baller enough, and I don't know if you want to try it. It's not recommended. It really, you just want to like jump up and down to avoid these things. I don't think they hug the floor exclusively. They might jump up at you occasionally. I don't know what the green ones are for. Nor do I want to find out. Oh, right. They literally just do gum UFO, I guess. Cool. Aha, toy animation jokes, Bob. Yes. I think these also... Is this the top floor? Nope. Way to fake me the fuck out. The depth perception again. I could not tell that sprite was actually in front of me or like towards the foreground or the background. You know what? I know what it is. I think I just figured out what it is. The sprites aren't scaling based on the distance between the foreground and the background. I think that's what it is. They're just moving up and down. So you don't really get a clear sense of scale and depth perception. I think that's what it is. And I think the camera is what's feeding into that. Yeah, okay. Suddenly it all makes a lot more sense. It's really hard to perceive depth perception in general in this level. Luckily, we're done with that section. I think we're almost out of here too. Yeah, because like once we're at the top hallway, like there's not much left to go, I want to say. Or we could just be at the boss itself. Cool. Not complaining. This guy, however, is a little bit... I won't say he's much of a dickhead, but he's definitely not like great to deal with either. Pew. Oh fuck, wrong move. I mean, I'm sure that move will probably do something, but eh. I think it's better just to beam him. Fuck's sake. I do kind of love the mother brain look about this thing. I don't remember this thing's in the show proper. It might be, it might not be. All right, jump over here. Come on, please stay laterally aligned with me. Nope. You can see what it is. Like, he's down further towards the foreground, which means he's closer to the camera, but he's in front of my beam. So it looks like he's behind my beam. It's a lot of this, like, fuckery going on. I haven't done damage to this idiot yet. Hang on. Yeah, I think it's exactly what it is. Yeah, it is layering issues. Like, this is part of the issues I was having with the game overall, and excuse me. It does also feed into the issues of depth perception and also just fucking hitbox issues. There we go. That's a lot. That's an amount of damage. I'm sure I could probably like actually like jump up onto him too and just start doing this. Yeah. It's not a bug, it's a feature. What are you talking about, guys? It's a feature. It's a feature. There we just, oh boy, the Guilty Gear mashing jab in the air as an anti-air. Good stuff. Wait, he's about to crash into the sun? We're not still in the Milky Way galaxy, I don't think.